Here I am with Black Magic, the 319W. This oiling video has more close-ups of the oil points. I also refer to the information in the manual. Learn and enjoy. I'm going to oil Black Magic, my Cool Singer 319W. I'm looking at page 47, the instruction. It says, protection against rust damage. Lint and fluff can absorb and hold moisture during humid period. If the machine is stored in an unventilated closet, attic, or basement room, that's where it would be more likely to occur first. The second fact they say is sudden drops in temperature will cause moisture. If not oiled, rust may occur. And item 3, oil-fired ovens and fumes from open flame gas heaters will cause corrosion with lint. From this information, we now know that fluff and lint, sudden drops in temperature, and fumes from open flame or oil-fired heaters all encourage rust. If we oil the machine, even if there is fluff and lint, as long as we oil the machine, it may not rust. But the ideal process is to keep the machine clean and slightly oiled. This is page 48. You may want to take a photo of this. It shows the machine from the front side and the front end here, and it shows us all those areas to oil. And then it also shows us the other side of the machine, what we commonly refer to as the back side of the machine, where the light and all that is, and it shows us some more points there. So if you want to photo these for reference, here's your opportunity. Likewise, here's page 49, and it shows the front with the faceplate removed, showing all the oiling points in there. And then it also shows down here, it shows the one point that they would like us to oil in the bobbin case holder. So again, if you'd like to take a photo or a recording of this, here is your opportunity. Here is the last page that you may want to photo or record. It's page 50, and this is the underside of the machine. The first thing I'd like to point out is that they have a very clear message here: do not oil the belt. So I won't be doing that, but I will be showing close-ups on all of these points, on all 3 pages, to really get a good close look at some of these oiling points. I'm starting on the bottom of the machine to oil it, and the first place that I would like to oil is the oiling point in the bobbin case holder. And here, I'll show you that right now. Now, the bobbin case holder oiling point is right there. It's right there in front of that little piece there. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'm going to get the oil and I'm going to shake it, and then I'm going to move the pointer and I'm going to put a drop of oil, maybe 2 or 3, but it's oiled now. Next, I'm going to do this point here, this point here, this point here. So I'll go and film that, and then once we're done that, we'll come back and look at these again. I'll start with these 3, and then I'll move over to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oiling points there. So that's where I'm going to go next. The next oiling point is rather interesting because it's really kind of hard to locate. Where it is right there. That's an oiling point right there. So I'll get my fingers out of the way. Right in there is an oiling point. So I'm going to get the oil. I'm going to shake it up again a little bit, and then I'm just going to get some oil in there. So that's oiled now. And now I'm going to oil here. I'm going to oil between there and between there, and then we'll move down to the other end of the bottom. So I'll get these 2 points now. 1, 2. Okay. So what I want to show you, the first oiling point, the one I just showed you in the book, is this one right here. And I don't necessarily have to oil that. I have in the past, but the place where I need to oil is right here where the stud comes through and this attaches on. So I'll get my oil and give it a happy little shake, and I see oil dribbling down there. I gave it probably, so that was the first one. The next ones we want to go to, and so we've done that one. Now we're going to do that one, and then we're going to do that one, that one, that one, and that one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember telling you that I wasn't going to show you this view again of the page, but here it is. So if you want to take another photo or recording, there's your opportunity there. But what I wanted to point out was that we're not going to oil the belt. It says no, no, no. And so we're going to do one up there, another one there, a third one there, and a fourth and fifth down here at the bottom rocker bar, or whatever that is. So I'm going to oil in there. Get the little plastic nozzle in there. There I can see the oil glistening. So that was the one spot. The next one we're going to go to is this one right here. So we'll give it a drop. There, got a drop or two there. And then it shows us to come down, and there's one there. So we're going to oil it there and there. So I'll do this one first, and then that one. So that's real good, but we've finished oiling the bottom now. We had already done the bobbin case, and we did that end, and now we did this end, and so now I can flip the machine up, and then we'll go up top and we'll start working through that. There, so if you want to get a photo or a recording of that diagram there, here's your chance. And the first place we're going to go is right here. And this is kind of up near the light. And it shows an arrow there, and it shows we got a oil in there behind that screw on this round thing. So they want us to oil it in between that round thing and this flat plate. It doesn't necessarily show that it wants us to oil that, but I may anyway since I'm there. And then the other place we got to do is, so we got this one, which is this one right there. Then we're going to go to this one and this one, then down here to this one and this one and this one, and then we're going to go up top and we're going to get this one and this one. So let's go and do that. So I believe that the book was showing me this one. So I'm going to get the oil, give it a little shake. There's some oil. Then it shows us that we're supposed to get 1, 2. So we'll do those two. 1, 2. And then we're going to do, I'm checking my book again, we're going to do this one and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, and there's one over, it's that one back there. So I'll get my oil after shaking it. And there, it got some oil. So there, we're done with that area there. As we can see in the book, there are a number of points. We've got up above the motor. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take off the spool holder appliance, and that will open up where a couple of spots are that we got to oil. So that'll make it a lot easier. Oh, look at all that. We can see for miles now. And I'm going to start with this point right here on the book. And it's a tough one to see in the book. I'll show you on the machine. It's a little easier to see on the machine. Okay, our next spot is right there. And maybe it's better to point it that way. So I want to go down in there with the oil tip and give it a drop. So I'll get the oil tip, give this a shake. And then just put the tip in there. There, it got some oil. I'm going to put one in here because that's where the screw goes to keep the cover on. And then the other place we got to do is right up here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh yeah, you can see it. Just on the top there. There, I gave it. Oh, it's got some oil down there. And then the other place that I'm looking at is right there. I don't know if that's the right place, but I'm going to put some in there anyway. And then we need some here. I'm going to put some at the back a bit. Oh yeah, and we've already seen that there's an oil hole in the top there. So I'm pretty sure that's 1, 2, 3. And then the other 2 holes in this area are... Okay, the other 2 we're going to do is one here and one here. And they got a lot of oil because I oiled it before I turned the camera on. Now the other place on top, back here, let me see. Okay, so now we're going to go towards the pressure bar end. And it's showing to oil in here. So when I do that, I'm going to do it on top and there. I'm also going to put some oil in there. And then there. There. So it's there and there. There's that one. There's that one. And gonna put one up there and one in there and let it run down and make a mess. So now that that is oiled, we can go ahead, and we've already oiled in there. Are you still with me? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is first we're going to replace the light. And I have oiled that threaded hole for where the light screw goes back in. And we'll put that there. And then I'll get my... And I'm glad you're here. I hope you're enjoying this and that this is helpful. Now we've got that on. I'm just going to wipe this off a little because I got it oily and messy. Are you still with me, gang? I think you are. This is kind of an odd, like tick. There, made to precise tolerances. You guys like that? Tolerances? Precise? There. So what else have we got left? What else do we have left? Oh, the fun's just starting now, gals and guys. So, our next move is going to be to get into the faceplate. But before we do that, I want to show you the faceplate diagram in the book. Okay, here's the book here's the page for the faceplate oiling points. So there's if you want to get a photo of that or record that, this is your chance to do it. And I'm going to move the camera up and we'll get the faceplate off the sewing machine. So I did take the faceplate off, but I forgot to turn the camera on when I took it off. So you guys know how to take faceplates off. What I did was this is the faceplate screw. So I took that off and then I put a drop of oil on the threads And now that's oiled. Here we have the diagram of the front of the sewing machine with the faceplate removed. And we're going to start at the top, oiling these 1, 2, 3, 4 places. So we'll do those 4 spots first, and then we'll do these other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places on the bottom. So we'll start with the top. It's really cool to look in there and see all the parts. If you're done copying and recording this page, we'll get started having the real fun. So here we go. Let me get the oil, give it a shake, and we'll start right up here in the top. Although we've already oiled it before, yesterday probably, when we were doing the top. So we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll do 3. And let me check the list again. And then we'll come down, turn the, okay. So we're going to get this one first, okay? And the reason we're going to do this one first is because it's the only one we can see. And then there's another one back in here, but I'm going to have to turn the balance wheel, the hand wheel, to get at it. So we'll put one in there, up on top, up on top 1, up on top 2, and then that important one right there. And then we'll move the balance wheel forward, and that will bring this one into view, and we'll, whoops, and then we'll put a drop right in there. There. What else can I see from here, and what else can you see from here? Well, that's about it. The spring, I am going to run, even though it doesn't say to do this, I am going to do that. So we'll move the camera down a bit. Silly me, you wouldn't believe the number of times I forget to turn the camera on. So I'm just going to go back in here again. And then we're going to come down to here. And we got that one. We're going to go up there. There's a screw there. I think that's the place we got to do it. I can see the stuff running down. I'm also going to put one in there, back there. What else do I have on this side? Bear with me, my friends. Let me check in the book again. And then we're going to come down here, put one in there like that. We're going to get that in there even though it, and then up there. And we're going to come over here and we're going to put one down there. I'm going to put one on there. Again, probably our 3rd time. Nothing wrong with too many times. Then we're going to get this one back here on the pickup lever joint. Where else are we going, friends? We're going down here so that that tube, as it goes up and down, it'll get lubricated. And then down in here and there, and I think we've covered it all. So I'm going to have to wipe this machine off because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of oil. So that's a little bit of a familiarization with the front faceplate. I'm just going to take my cloth, and I'm not doing a real mop-up job, but I'm just wiping it off so that, you know, because I have put a lot of oil in this thing between forgetting to turn the camera on and all the rest of it. And then we'll put this faceplate cover back on because we're not going to go in here now for a little while. probably not in this film anyway. And as you know, we have this little slot here, and that fits right on this screw here. You know what, I want to oil that screw in case I didn't, and I don't think I did. But anyway, so we'll put the slot on the screw, like so, and then we'll get the front plate screw, and we will try and get it on. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. There's a couple more places, especially down here. And the place I'm referring to is, it's right there. Hard to see, but it's right there. And so it's in there. And you're going to have to stand up and look at it. A little kind of a square hole. And remember, if you put too much, like, we should be oiling and then wiping the oil off anyway. So if you put too much, don't be too concerned, because, you know, when a properly oiled machine is nearly dry of the oil. And I think we've pretty much oiled the machine there. So I'll check my notes, but I'm feeling pretty good about what we've done already. And we'll continue along with this beautiful Blackmagic 319W. I believe it was made in, I'm not sure if it was made in Connecticut or... So that's kind of where I'm at now. I think that's the end of this film, you guys. What I wanted to do was do more close-ups, and I wanted to use the book to refer to, and I wanted to go slower. And with Mint Magic, when I oiled the Mint Magic, there weren't as many close-ups, and I kind of went through it faster. So I hope you folks have found this video useful, and I hope you like this machine. I know you do. I come here, you know, to learn about these machines, and it's good work for me. I'm a retired fellow. I'm an old guy, and so making these films really adds a lot. Without further ado, thank you, my friends. Keep safe, have fun. Adios, amigos.